Right now, live at 5, the 4 former Minneapolis police officers charged in the death of George Floyd are due in court.
United Way's fundraising campaign is coming to an end for 2019, and coming up, we hear about the challenges they're facing this year.
Plus, more than 30 states are reporting an increase in coronavirus cases, and at least 13 have altered their plans to reopen. And Minnesota hits a COVID-19 testing milestone. What's behind a surge in testing capacity?
You're watching Live at 5 on Live Local CBS3.
Welcome to the CBS3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Park Point Beach, where a red flag warning has been issued. More on that in just a few minutes. But first, we're monitoring dangerous flooding across southern Minnesota and northwest Wisconsin. Good evening, I'm Kristen Bakke.
And I'm Anthony Matt. Thanks for joining us. After overnight storms drenched central Minnesota and western Wisconsin with up to 4 inches of rain, flash floods are a threat Monday morning.
The National Weather Service has issued a flash flood watch for several central Minnesota counties stretching from Willmar to the Twin Cities metro. Meanwhile, counties in western Wisconsin are under flash flood warnings. In Baldwin, Wisconsin, authorities are confirming a fatality due to rising floodwaters. In Lakeville, Minnesota, about 30 miles south of the Twin Cities, police reported several roads were also flooded and impassable. Meanwhile, wind and waves combined for some dangerous swimming conditions on Park Point today. The Duluth Fire Department issued a red flag warning lasting until 10 tomorrow morning. The warning means conditions are right for rip tides, which can be dangerous to anyone regardless of swimming experience. There are currently no lifeguards on Park Point.
And now we'll turn to Dave. Dave, beautiful weekend, but that gave way to some powerful systems today.
Yeah, but we needed that rain,
We
so
did.
that part was beneficial. And it's been a mixed bag out there as well, Anthony, because right now it's on the cloudier side in Duluth and on the windier side for Park Point and along the beach, but farther inland, Hibbing-Chisholm area, perfectly beautiful, partly cloudy day. Temperatures up a little bit, dew points getting up this week. It's probably going to be a warm and perhaps muggy week ahead for us, with some more rain chances coming around as that low pressure system in Wisconsin lifts to the north and to the east, aided and abetted and backed up by that lower pressure system from the northwest. And so more rain is possible here, which is a good thing. In a few minutes, I'll show you the rain totals that came across already here this morning, and we'll talk now about the odds for more precip on Tuesday. Overnight tonight, it's upwards of a 50-60% chance for more rain, falling to a 30% shot by tomorrow morning when you head out the door. Lunchtime, you may still get some rain coming down there as well, but then clearing, partly cloudy and 81. Could be close to 90, though, especially away from the lake as the week unfolds. Like I mentioned, warm and humid, perhaps a bit rainy at first, but then sunny for Independence Day. We'll talk about the whole 7-day forecast in a few more minutes.
Thanks, Dave. More than 70 nonprofit programs in our area may be allocated less money this year. Head of the Lakes United Way, an organization that pools money to support nonprofits, struggled during its 2019 fundraising campaign and expects to be around $60,000 short. CBS3's John Cardinelli spoke to United Way leaders today. John, what did they say was the reason for this shortfall?
Kristen, Tony, the shortfalls that United Way are dealing with in their 2019 campaign are due to a lot of uncertainty. With major business partners dealing with furloughs and layoffs, many employees are without jobs and they simply don't have the money to give. Another factor is many fundraising events are being canceled due to COVID-19. The shortfalls mean the organizations United Way supports will be allocated less money across the board if fundraising doesn't improve, as the campaign for 2019 ends tomorrow. This will impact organizations like Lifehouse, Salvation Army, CHUM, and the American Red Cross. With big companies like AAR and Verso shutting down entirely or laying off employees indefinitely, it's unclear how much money will be lost from those donors.
It will have an impact, but as we get amounts and checks from those organizations from the pledges that have been made, we'll know about the decrease in the amount, if there is a decrease in the amount.
Despite all this, United Way remains optimistic. They say moving forward into the 2020 campaign, which starts Wednesday, they plan on making fundraising campaigns engaging and plan on hosting presentations via Zoom. Again, the 2019 fundraising campaign ends tomorrow, so it's not too late to help out. And coming up tonight at 10, we hear from one local organization who relies on that fundraising money and how a little deficit of money may impact their organization.
Yeah, certainly a lot of time left to donate. John, United Way is also responsible for some of the COVID relief funding in our area. Did they mention anything about how much they've raised there?
Tony, when it comes to that relief money for COVID-19, they're actually doing very well. They've raised around $1.1 million. And just to be clear, that is separate from the fundraising money that we were talking about earlier.
All right, John Cardinelli live for us tonight. Thanks, John.
The 4 former Minneapolis officers charged in the death of George Floyd had a pretrial hearing today. Derek Chauvin, charged with second-degree murder in Floyd's death, appeared remotely by video. The other 3 officers, each charged with aiding and abetting second-degree murder and aiding and abetting second-degree manslaughter, appeared in person. The judge said the court is aiming for another hearing on September 11th and a trial date of March 8th. The hearing comes more than a month after Floyd was killed while in police custody.
Minnesota's governor celebrated what he described as a major milestone in COVID-19 testing today. To date, health experts have tested more than 592,000 people for coronavirus. Governor Tim Walz credited that to the state's partnership with the Mayo Clinic and University of Minnesota. As far as testing results go, Minnesota saw 315 newly confirmed cases today and 10 new deaths. Walz says those numbers are following a recent plateau, but still, Minnesotans should be vigilant.
So now we are in that place where that moonshot is there. We're able to maintain this, and over the next, whatever it takes, 12, 18, 24 months, Minnesota is ready to tackle this issue of COVID in quick testing, quick contact tracing, isolation, and moving on.
On another note, Walz says there is no update on plans for another special session. The legislature failed to come to an agreement on several police reform issues or Walz's emergency powers during the pandemic. They were also supposed to consider a bonding bill.
Several states are reporting the largest increases in coronavirus cases since the start of the pandemic, prompting many to slow down their reopening plans just ahead of the 4th of July holiday. Chris Martinez has the latest from Los Angeles.
People across Florida are waiting in line for coronavirus tests after 18,000 new coronavirus cases emerged over the weekend and another 5,400 just today. As of this afternoon, Jacksonville is the latest major Florida city requiring people to wear masks in public. But Governor Ron DeSantis says the state will not force the issue.
But we've left it to the locals to make decisions about whether they want to use coercive measures or impose any type of criminal penalties. We're not going to do that statewide.
Many beaches and bars in South Florida are closing ahead of the 4th of July holiday. Miami's mayor is even considering another stay-at-home order.
You don't want people to die as a result of this, and it's certainly not as a result of irresponsible behavior.
In Texas, a Dallas County judge is urging Governor Greg Abbott to reinstitute a statewide 30-day stay-at-home order. The governor closed Texas bars on Friday. In California, bars in 7 counties, including here in Los Angeles, have been ordered closed. In 8 other counties, it's still only a recommendation. New Jersey is indefinitely postponing indoor dining. And in New York, where infections are slowing down, Governor Andrew Cuomo asked President Trump to issue an executive order mandating people wear masks in public.
It's time to wake up America. The White House has been in denial on coronavirus from the get-go. And the federal response has just been wrong.
Producers announced today that New York's Broadway theaters will remain closed through at least January 3rd, 2021, after going dark in mid-March.
There are at least 2.5 million confirmed cases of the virus in the United States. About a quarter of the 10 million cases worldwide. The World Health Organization said this morning that the pandemic isn't even close to being over.
Still to come on Live at 5, an innovation camp on the Iron Range is getting creative to continue running this summer. Plus, a new shelter for ferry riders could be coming to La Pointe, Wisconsin. City by City is next.
Plus, tonight at 6, a man whose story we told you about last week is being evicted after cooking and serving food from his home in Superior. How one local bar is stepping up to help.
You're watching Live at 5 with Kristen Vaki, Anthony Matt, and weather with meteorologist Dave Anderson on Live Local CBS3.
Catch Eye on Parenting every Thursday at 6 with me, Leanne Valdez on CBS3.
We dance for healing. We dance for one another, for connection, connection, ways like no other. Together, or even apart, we are resilient. The 2020 census is here, and we need to do our part for our people.
DBS, your all things basement-y company. Does your home have uneven or sloping floors? How about cracked drywall, stair-stepping cracks, or bowed basement walls? You may have a problem with your foundation. Call the specialists at DBS. They thoroughly inspect your property and provide a permanent solution to your foundation problem. We offer a fully transferable warranty, unmatched in our area. Contact DBS, your all things basement-y company, for a free, no-obligation estimate. Call or visit us online. DBS, helping your family have a healthy, safe, and comfortable home.
Stone Countertop Outlet has thousands of slabs in stock. Every single one has a high-res photo online, making virtual design consultations easy. Visit stonecountertopoutlet.com or our new Superior showroom.
Tune in Saturday mornings for the Link Ford lineup, where we will show you amazing vehicles on our lot, like this 2019 Chevy Equinox LT with all-wheel drive, a backup camera, and more for just $355 a month. Or check out this 2015 Toyota Tundra TRD for only $465 a month. Want to see more? Then be sure to watch this Saturday. Visit us online at linkmotors.com or stop by either one of our 2 locations to view our complete inventory. Link Ford, where reputation is everything.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I'm Jenna Wells. And we'll take a look at your weatherman's forecast to see how long those summer-like temperatures are going to last. Thanks so much for joining us.
Start your day at 5 a.m. with Austin and Jenna on CBS3.
Hi, I'm Dr. Charity Reynolds. I would like to remind you that COVID-19 is still around. Remember to wash your hands, wear your mask, and stay home as much as possible. Thank you.
Welcome back to the CBS3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Bayfield. Dave Anderson will have your full weather forecast in just a few minutes. But first, let's head over to Kristen, who's going to give us a look with what's happening around the region.
Summer camp is going virtual on the Iron Range. Plus, community members will give their thoughts on a new project in La Pointe. That and more as we take you around the Northland, city by city. A town hall meeting will be held tomorrow to determine whether to construct a new shelter for ferry passengers. La Pointe residents will have a chance to weigh in on the new project, which is estimated to cost at least $25,000. The city is coming off the construction of a new traffic lane, which costs upwards of $2 million. If approved, the project would need to be completed by next spring. Meanwhile, summer camp is back on around the Iron Range, but not in the way you might think. The STEM-sponsored program called Camp Invention will go forward as the redesigned Camp Invention Connect. The program is designed to help build innovative thinking and teamwork through 6th grade students. Children who are enrolled will be given take-home kits and online instruction to work in teams to solve problems using creativity. The deadline to enroll for Hibbing students is today. There is another program being held in Virginia this August. Ely voters will be asked to approve millions in funding for a major school upgrade. This August, they'll consider a $10 million bond for renovations and safety updates. Improvements would include connecting school buildings for safety and security, updating several century-old buildings, and adding classrooms. Ely voters will also vote on a property tax increase. That money would fund about half of the project, with other funding coming from the IRRB. The vote will be held on August 11th. However, early voting started on Friday. If there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, send us an email and it might be featured as we go around the Northland, city by city.
Still to come on Live at 5, how you and your family can have fun and stay safe this summer.
Well, keep in mind on Park Point, there is a red flag warning in effect until 10 o'clock tomorrow. The winds are a little bit gustier here, but over towards Ashland Lakeside, it looks pretty calm. There is a chance, though, things will rumble all around the region, though, as the storm chance continues. We got some this morning. I'll talk about the odds of getting more tonight.
Watch Jeopardy at 4:30, followed by CBS3 Live at 5 on Live Local CBS3.
Catch Eye on Parenting every Thursday at 6 with me, Leanne Valdez, on CBS3.
The great American outdoors are closer than you think. Visit a Steel dealer now and get the Built in America FS56 RCE trimmer for only $199.95. Not sold at Lowe's or the Home Depot. Pick up at over 9,000 local Steel dealers. Find yours at steeldealers.com.
Here is a peek at what's in store for the West Duluth Super One Liquor location. Coming soon, a new and improved location right in your neighborhood. Super One Liquor has you covered for all of your party and gathering needs. We have a commitment to deliver outstanding service, variety, and top quality wine and spirits. And don't forget the best variety of ice-cold beer and beverages. Super One Liquor. Come for the service. Leave with the savings.
There's a feeling you get when old meets new, when the past meets the future. It's not comfortable, but it feels good. Duluth Pack, since 1882.
Watch Anthony Matt weekdays at 6 and 10 p.m. on live local CBS3 Duluth.
The 2020 Honda Rubicon at RJ Sport and Cycle.
Northland, when you want the most new country, make the switch to Cat Country 98.9 KTZO.
Never met a girl like you. What makes you country?
Number one for the most new country.
CBS3 Weather is brought to you by Jim Peralt. Now, the CBS3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Well, some much-needed rain came for some towns. Not as much as needed for most places, but we're starting the process. Boy, it fell heavily, though, from the Twin Cities in through central Wisconsin. And some of that pushed up towards Hayward, where they received 7/10. And they got about a half-inch in Solon Springs. Well, a little bit more than a third towards Ashland. While here in Minnesota, Duluth got close to 2/10. My rain gauge said 3, but we're friends. We can still accept that. And really just a trace for the rest of Minnesota. But we're not done with the rain chance. There's a chance for more coming tonight and through tomorrow, perhaps Wednesday as well. And so hopefully we get a little bit of what we need. Here's what we get right now at the airport in Duluth. Current conditions say 74 degrees there, 73% for the relative humidity. So it's not overly warm, but it is a bit humid, and so if you exert yourself outside, it starts to feel a bit uncomfortable. I was telling Tony earlier, I helped unload a semi full of material earlier today, and that was a little bit sweaty. All right, easterly, southeasterly winds going 9 miles per hour, and the air pressure's on the low side at 1,009 millibars as a pair of lows work through the area here over the next couple of days. Current temps are near 80 degrees for the Upper Peninsula and anywhere from 77 to 80 degrees inland in Wisconsin. But cooler by the lake is going through Superior, only 63 there. Mid-70s Moose Lake, mid-70s Two Harbors, low 80s towards Ely. So Vermilion range numbers running into Virginia and then through Mountain Iron towards Hibbing, Chisholm, Grand Rapids, that whole stretch there. Upper 70s to about 80 degrees. And low to mid-70s up near the Canadian border. This week, temperatures will stay on the warm side, especially inland, and could approach 90 by the 4th of July, especially away from the lake. But now, let's talk about the Doppler map with those two low-pressure systems working through the area. One's coming up from southern Wisconsin, another one's lurking towards the northwest, and that's what brought the rain this morning, and still some showers out there tonight, working in from the southwest and going to the northeast. South of Duluth here, you know, you're getting some rain right now. Twin Ports area just might see it come around by 8 o'clock here tonight. Folks in the range and the UP could see it towards midnight. And it's going to come in handy again because we are close to 6 inches shy for the rain. There's the two areas of low pressure working in tandem to bring us the action here for Tuesday. And then there's the third low pressure system farther to the west that could keep a rain chance going through Wednesday. Then by Thursday, we'll start to dry up. And we'll start to warm up as well. It'll be warm and humid probably through the Independence Day weekend. Forecast here tonight says the rain chance in Minnesota is going to be about 60%, showers and thunderstorms. I don't think we're going to get severe ones, but we could get some downpours. Low temps will be probably that 77 for Grand Marais. That's a misprint there. It'll be not that bad. It'll be 59 perhaps by the lake and 60s inland for Minnesota. Eyeing up the forecast for Wisconsin, Michigan, low to mid-60s for lows there, 50% rain chance. Then in the morning, Wisconsin, Michigan gets a 30% rain chance. Afternoon highs, mid to upper 80s. Cooler by the lake means perhaps 82, so it's going to be a warm one. Minnesota high temps, 66 to 71 by the lake, mid to upper 80s inland, 30% chance for morning rain. And if that isn't enough rain, and it probably won't be, we get another shot on Wednesday before it dries up, clears up, warms up. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, upper 80s even here in the Twin Ports. Then Sunday and Monday are our next rain chances. So again, 6 months worth of dry conditions, 6-inch rain deficit, hopefully this week, helps knock that problem down a couple of pegs.
Yeah, it was sure nice to actually hear some rain coming down today and go, oh, must be relief for farmers and everyone else that's dealing with drought.
And it lasted a little more than just 30 seconds like a couple of the last go-arounds.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks, Dave. Well, with stay-at-home restrictions easing in many places, some families are looking for safe ways to travel during the pandemic. Nichelle Medina has more on how to reduce your chances of getting sick on summer vacation.
This summer, Lana Thompson and her family will hit the road in their trailer.
Because of COVID, we have decided to not fly like we usually do. We've decided to make it a full family adventure.
That adventure will take the family of 6 from North Carolina to Texas to visit family with all the comforts of home on board. While there is risk with any travel this summer because of the coronavirus, there are some things you can do to help reduce that risk. Dr. Jill Weatherhead is an infectious disease doctor at Baylor College of Medicine. She says first, consider the current COVID cases and amount of travelers visiting your destination.
Are you going to be able to maintain some of the practices that we've put into place during the course of this pandemic? And that means maintaining social distancing and wearing face coverings to help prevent transmission.
Next, weigh your transportation options. Planes, trains, and buses may put you in close contact with large numbers of people.
Wear a face covering, try and keep space between seats on the plane, and wiping down any commonly touched surfaces, chairs, handrails, and the tabletops.
And a car trip can mean less contact with others, but be cautious when stopping.
Bringing food and water with you or doing takeout, drive-through in order to reduce any sort of interaction with other individuals. And of course, during all of this, washing your hands either with soap or water or with an alcohol-based hand gel.
The Thompsons will follow that advice on the road.
I feel pretty comfortable with it. I feel like for us, it minimizes coming in contact with other people.
Trying to stay safe while having some fun.
Another way to limit face-to-face interactions on the road is to pay electronically, not cash, and always wear a face covering.
Well, it's that time of the show where we get to talk about pets, and today's pet comes to us from the Precious Paws Humane Society of Chisholm. Meet Hans. He's a rescue cat with a playful attitude and a loving heart. He has black fur with bright green eyes. He loves to play with toys and snuggle up for your attention. He was rescued off the street and is now looking for a loving family. If you think your family might be the one for him, you can set up an appointment to adopt by calling the number on your screen.
Still to come, we're learning more about the upcoming Twin Ports Interchange project as the start date draws closer.
It's the final days of Home's Grand Opening Sale. Save up to an extra 10% on sale prices, plus free no-contact shipping and 0 down, no interest financing for 12 months. Shop in the store, by personal appointment, or online. Hurry, Home's Grand Reopening Sale ends Wednesday.
The Garage. It's your space. Get a garage fit for man's best friend with our Doghouse 34 by 26 garage. Store all of the equipment you need today. No matter what you put in your space, trust us to build it right. Economy Garages. Built right, priced right.
Every second, 127 new devices connect to the internet. You can feel it happening. Our digital world expanding with every breath. We're entering a whole new era of technology. And Mediacom will be ready to power it. All of it. With one of the nation's first supercharged 10G platforms. We'll be lighting up cities, big and small. Wherever you are, whatever your connectivity needs, we'll be bringing you more speed, more capacity, more security, and the power to do more than you ever dreamed possible.
Hi, John with Prime Appliance. It's our Grand Slam sale. We've hit it out of the park again 4 months in a row with super savings and another big 6% instant rebate on all in-stock appliances.
Save now on Amana gas or electric stainless ranges, just $563 after 6% rebate, or find extra quiet Beko built-in dishwashers in stock starting at just $497 after 6% rebate.
Financing always available. Take it home today or set up delivery. Prime Appliance is the best place to buy your appliances. Let us prove it to you.
The open road, the wind in your hair, the feeling of freedom that drives us to go out and discover. At Chevy, we're committed to getting you there with confidence and peace of mind. That's why your Chevy Clean dealers commit to using enhanced vehicle cleaning measures with CDC-approved cleansers. If you need a new Equinox, get 0% APR for 72 months or $4,500 cash allowance on most models. You may even shop online and take delivery at home where available, so you can find new roads with confidence.
They're live, they're local. Watch the CBS3 News with Kristen Baki and Anthony Matt tonight at 6, right after the CBS Evening News at 5:30.
For breaking stories that impact the Northland most, turn to CBS3. Watch Anthony Matt weekdays at 6 and 10 p.m. on live local CBS3 Duluth.
Hi, I'm Dr. Charity Reynolds. I would like to remind you that COVID-19 is still around. Remember to wash your hands, wear your mask, and stay home as much as possible. Thank you.
Home Sleep Express is celebrating the grand reopening of all showrooms. Get 0 down, no interest financing for 6 years on your favorite Purple and Tempur-Pedic mattresses. Plus, get free delivery, setup, and a 120-day comfort guarantee during Home's grand reopening sale at Sleep Express.
Watch Dave, Caitlin, and Austin for local weather you can trust on CBS.
An update tonight as we get closer to the start of the Twin Ports Interchange project. The goal is to make Duluth's Can of Worms area safer. Today, MnDOT officials said designs are almost finished and project leaders plan to start taking bids this fall. That's also when they'll have a better idea of how much everything will cost. They've previously estimated a price tag around $343 million, but as of March, MnDOT was about $100 million short. So they had to push off the project's start date. Some construction will begin this fall, but most of the traffic impacts will begin next spring.
Many Wisconsin Republicans against making it easier for people to vote absentee have themselves used mail-in voting in recent elections. That includes more than 80% of GOP lawmakers who voted absentee in the April election. Liberal advocacy group A Better Wisconsin Together analyzed absentee voting records. It showed a dramatic increase in absentee voting in the April primary. Republicans fought against making that election mail-in only, as proposed by state Democrats. Data after the election showed at least 50 cases of coronavirus connected to people voting in person in the primary. A date has been set for a key hearing as Enbridge hopes to replace the aging Line 3 pipeline. Today, we learned the MPCA is expected to hold a contested case hearing this week, on the week of August 24th. That 4-day hearing will focus on the company's water quality permit and pipeline water crossing methods. Enbridge needs the permit to build the $2.6 billion project that would replace the deteriorating Line 3. A decision is expected by mid-November. Now, as we reported earlier this month, the hearing is a setback for the project's timeline. Enbridge officials said they now expect the majority of the construction to start next year. They said they are still trying to do everything they can to keep the project on time. We'll be right back after the break.
Hi, I'm Dr. Charity Reynolds. I would like to remind you that COVID-19 is still around. Remember to wash your hands, wear your mask, and stay home as much as possible. Thank you.
I'm Jim from Jim Peralt Construction, a certified TAMCO contractor. What does that mean for you? TAMCO's full line of roofing and decking products allow me to offer the best options to homeowners. The average contractor can only offer 10 years. At Peralt Construction, we provide a full coverage 15-year labor and material warranty on residential and commercial buildings. Nobody can offer a better warranty than this. Give us a call today to find out what Jim Peralt Construction and TAMCO can do for you.
Kindness makes a world of difference at Arrowhead Supply. Donate $50 or more to charity and save more than ever before on stressless seating. Save at least $300 on stressless recliners and office chairs. Plus, save hundreds more with $200 off every sofa seat you buy. There's never been a better time to help others and fill your home with the unmatched comfort of stressless seating. Be kind and save generously at Arrowhead Supply.
This is ultra-fast, insanely powerful, fiber-powered internet with speeds from 60 meg up to 1 gig, supercharged home Wi-Fi, and 99.99% network reliability. It's gonna rock your world. Take your internet to the extreme, starting at just $19.99 a month for a year. Call 844-EXTREME2.
Offering a helping hand, how one Superior restaurant is making sure another Superior restaurant stays in business.
About a third of an inch of rain fell in Duluth this morning. I'll talk about it if more is on the way.
Watch Dave, Caitlin, and Austin for local weather you can trust on CBS.
Hi, I'm Dr. Charity Reynolds. I would like to remind you that COVID-19 is still around. Remember to wash your hands, wear your mask, and stay home as much as possible. Thank you.
Welcome back. The National Weather Service has issued a flash flood watch for several central Minnesota counties stretching from Willmar to the Twin Cities metro. Meanwhile, counties in western Wisconsin are currently under flash flood warnings.
And coming up tonight at 6, earlier this month we told you about Tony O'Neill, who cooked and served Jamaican food to hundreds of people. Now he's being evicted. We'll have his story tonight. That's your news at 5.